What is up, guys? Senpai here, and let's talk about the month of April and what you should be looking in towards the month of April and April investments that I am hoping you'll keep for kind of till the year end at least, or something new comes up. Now, of course, there are talks of a new case and stuff like that. We'll ignore all of that and let's because nobody really knows what exactly is going to be launched and what's not. So let's look at the current situation and let's get started, guys. And before I start and go on blabbering about investments, I would like to suggest that if you're interested in these kind of videos and if you're into CSGO skins and investing and much more like that, consider subscribing to the channel. It really helps this channel. It really supports me and my efforts as well. And make sure to smash that like button for the YouTube algorithm, guys. It is going to be amazing if you can do that to help boost the channel, guys. So let's talk about a couple of things first. Number one, let's talk about the skins from the past. Then I'll move into Broken Fang, and then I'll move into the cases that I think you should be looking into. So skins from the past, guys. We know the market is a bit inflated right now. It's like the market is not in its right mind. So a lot of stuff that should be priced lower is priced very, very high, especially in the Steam market. So there are only a few options. And also, additionally, what I'd like to say, if you are buying anything from the Steam market, use buy orders. And in other terms, what you can also look at is third-party platforms like Buff or Skinport. And as you know, your boy is supported by Skinport, so definitely check out the link in the description below for Skinport. They help sustain the channel as well. So let's talk about the old skins now. Shattered Web skins, Norse, and those skins, they are getting overpriced, but in the last week and a half or so, we have seen a little bit of a correction in those skins. We haven't seen a correction in the cases though. We have seen correction in a lot of these so-called skins that people were going crazy about. So those are a few things where I would keep my eye on and maybe put some buy orders, because if you wanted to get an Emerald Jormungandr for about more or less under $200 kind of dollars, or rather not under $200, that's my bad, for under $150, now is your time. Because earlier in the last week it was very high as compared to where it was right now. The price has decreased by almost $50 on the Steam market alone. So definitely look at Emerald Jormungandr. I have seen pieces being sold for a lot cheaper on Steam market as well, around the $80 mark. So definitely buy orders are one of those things that you could be exploiting in this case. So look into those. Additionally, guys, these kind of skins, which are iconic skins, which a lot of people like, which are one of a kind skins, Op Wildfire, Emerald Jormungandr, rather Emerald Jormungandr. I know I'm gonna get slack from you guys for pronouncing Jormungandr right this time, but yeah, it is what it is. So these kind of skins are definitely going to do better. I also feel that buy orders are going to be the way to go, and you'll have to snipe for good floats. So try to get good floats off of Steam market. I've been fortunate enough, so for example, the bayonet Doppler that I have, I got a 00 float for essentially the minimum price that you'd find a bayonet in the market off of Steam market, which is very strange, but I got lucky there. But maybe I was in the right place at the right time, and you can be too. So definitely look at those kind of things. So that's my advice about these skins, these older skins, especially skins from Shattered Web. But there are also other skins that you can look into. You can look into red skins from the confirmed rare cases. They are dropping as well. They're getting a little bit of correction as well. So AK-47 Empress, AK-47 Bloodsport. Empress is not exactly from a rare case, but Bloodsport is, so that's one. But Empress is still, it's a red skin and it's a red AK skin, so the price, if sees a correction, I think it's good time to buy. These AK skins are never gonna be cheap enough, you know, because it's an AK-47 and it's a good looking skin and it's a red skin, so it's never going to be cheap enough. So definitely look into that. I would also suggest looking into AK-47 Asimov. I think it's a really dope looking skin. It's a red. It's from Danger Zone case, which is an old case, so this case could go into a rare drop pretty soon. We don't know when, but pretty soon it is definitely possible, so look into that. So let's transition into, guys, Broken Fang. So with Operation Broken Fang, grays are of course the eyes closed investment option, and currently they have already doubled in price in the last few weeks, more than doubled actually. I did buy them in February, where I felt there was a dip, because late December and early January was already a spike, and I could see that, and from that spike we were down quite a bit in mid-Feb. So I bought a ton of these mid-Feb, and I think I was right to estimate that. So definitely look at these skins, but use buy orders, because right now the price is rising. What you can look into is minimal wear skins. You don't have to buy factory new. I think factory new are getting extremely overpriced. I have seen factory new control collection skins grays in the range of about 70 cents even, which is very strange to me. So definitely look into buy orders, minimal wear and field tested skins, because those are the skins people might end up using for trade ups as well, so grays are definitely a way to go. Additionally, guys, in the Broken Fang collection, I also think what you should be doing is you should be pulling out your stars, get those cases and sell those cases instantly on the market. I sold all of mine. I've just kept like 40-50, which I'm gonna hold for like a few years. So that's all I have kept from Broken Fang cases, and I did this a week and a half ago. I did mention it multiple times on my stream, so I've suggested it to a lot of you guys as well, so definitely consider that as well. I am also suggesting it to my teammates, Macbeth, Crash, both of them, as well as they were also yet to redeem their cases, so I'm suggesting them to do the same. Sell all your cases, get the money, confirm the profit, because right now it doesn't seem like there's going to be a sale, and also it's more or less kind of a gamble if you keep those cases in, because of the supply being very, very high in the market right now. So that's my Broken Fang advice. If you have a higher budget, you could also look into blue phosphor, but the price is almost 1.5 times to what it was a couple of weeks ago, so this is not the right time to buy those pinks. For purples, you might think about purples, because purples haven't risen that much as compared to the pinks, so definitely think about purples. Another thing that came to my attention was the AK-47 Panthera Onka special pattern that comes up in a very high float in battle scarred condition. Now, what we were discussing earlier in the Discord group was also the fact that this might not be as popular as the Black Mauve, just because of the fact that there are going to be more of these in existence as compared to the Black Mauves. But look at this pattern, it looks crazy, it looks amazing. So definitely I feel this skin has some potential, so consider this skin as well if you have the money. It's relatively cheap, and if you like the Panthera Onka, I think this will pique your interest as well. Now, guys, let's move into the next part of this video. So guys, let's look at the cases that you should be investing into, in my opinion. So let's look at the first case that I want to talk about. That is going to be, guys, the Spectrum case. Now, excuse me there for a moment. Spectrum case is, in my opinion, one of the best cases. It has the butterfly marble fade and those Spectrum finishes, and I think the butterfly knife is going to carry this case a long way. And then what's more interesting about this case is it has the USP Neo Noir, and it has the AK-47 Bloodsport. I think two very, very iconic skins, but there's also the Decimator, there's also Fever Dream, so definitely good skins in this case, and good knives. I think this case has a lot of potential and a lot of positive stuff inside. And then it's a confirmed rare skin, or rare case rather, and it has been experiencing ups and downs. It's currently on a high, but however, with that being said, the price has been overall, if you look at the price over the past couple of months or few months, the price has been mostly stable, or around stable. So definitely a case worth considering. I think there is a lot more room to grow for this case. Definitely put in buy orders. I would put buy orders at about 40-ish cents. I would not go buy orders of above 40 cents. I think if you put a buy order of 40 cents, you might fulfill it over the coming couple of weeks, slowly, a couple of cases at a time, and this case definitely has a lot of potential in my opinion. I'm very, very bullish on this case. Definitely do your own research, have a look at the skins, have a look at how people are going to use them for trade ups, so please go through those as well and take your call on this case. The second case that I want to talk about is the Horizon case. You've heard me talk about the Horizon case quite a lot. Code Red, Neon Rider, two great skills, a Deagle and an AK skin, the best combination as a red. The other skins are okay, not too good, not too bad, but the knives are great as well. In this case, you get the OG knives, OG finishes, and this case in the future has a chance of going into the rare drop pool pretty soon. So definitely a lot of potential of growth there, and it's extremely cheap right now. So if you buy a few hundred, it won't really hurt in the long run because it's very cheap. You don't really lose a lot of money. It's like for $10 you can get a couple hundred of these and you're done and you're set. Just buy $10 worth and sit for a couple years, and I'm damn sure you're gonna see a lot of good potential. Same case with, or same opinion with the Revolver case. I would not invest as much money into Revolver case as into Spectrum or Horizon, but I would definitely consider Revolver case because of the OG knives and the OG finishes. As the skins, they aren't really great in this case, but you have the point disarray. But other than that, no good skins. It's a Revolver skin. Nobody gives a shit about the Revolver, apart from the memers and the trollers. But this case has some potential as well. If it goes into rare drop pool, irrespective of what skins are inside, it's going to rise in price. So definitely look into this case as well. But there is of course some opportunity cost, so if you have limited funds, this is a case I could potentially skip as well. The last case that, guys, I want to talk about is again a case that I've talked about pretty regularly, which is the Danger Zone case. It has an AK-47 Asimov in the red, which is a superb skin in my opinion. I think has a lot of potential. So definitely a good case and a great skin. So definitely look into this case, guys. It also has really good knives, so this case can also sustain itself in the long run. I think, of course, the knives are like the newer knives. They are not the OG knives, but they still have potential because of the talent fade and those kind of finishes for the talent specifically. The reds are great, of course. Op Neo Noir, AK-47 Asimov, both are two iconic skins, and both can get really expensive in the future. So this is a case I would definitely look into. I personally have bought a few hundred of these and kept them for a couple of years in my inventory as well. So I'll see how this case pans out for me. If it goes into rare drop, I think this case has a potential of being very expensive. If you just look at the AK-47 stat track factory new Asimov, it's crazy in price, guys. So this case has a lot of potential in the long run as well, in my opinion. And this case has had the time to age very well. It's a 4+ year, maybe even, I think right now, if I'm not wrong, maybe 5-ish year old case. So definitely has a lot of potential, and it might very well be one of the few cases that goes into the rare drop pool in the future. So definitely look into this case, guys. This is my opinion about your April investments. And look, there's a reason this video is April investments. You don't need to go ahead and buy all of these today. Put your buy orders through, slowly buy these things through April. Wait for the prices to drop down. There is going to be a correction. There are a lot of ups and downs. There's a lot of volatility in the market right now, so you can get a lot of things at relatively cheaper price, or relatively even prices that you would have seen around December to February for a lot of things. So there's a lot of potential here, guys. Buy these through April and just hold them for a couple of years. I'm definitely considering, when I'm saying investment, I am of course thinking about long term. I'm definitely thinking about 1.5 year plus kind of time span for these kind of things. So definitely consider these, and do let me know your thoughts below in the comments. And as always, guys, smash that like button before you leave for the YouTube algorithm. This is Senpai signing off. I'll see you all in the next video. Ciao.